Welcome to today's math lesson. So today we are going to be learning about telling the time. Now, unfortunately, I did not have that very useful plastic clock that we keep in the classroom here at my flat. Yeah, that doesn't live here. So I do not have that to show you how to tell the time with. So I've had to make do. But I have gathered some things that do show you the time. And one of my challenges to you is, once you've finished watching this little video, to have a look around your home and see what different devices, what different things show you what the time is. So here I've got my alarm clock. It's got a clock face, and this is what I use to wake me up in the morning. Well, one of the things I use to wake me up in the morning, because I set a lot of alarms, and that tells me what the time is. And then we also have, this is my Fitbit, and this tells me what the time is as well. Lights up and it tells me the time. So according to this, it is 9:26. So that means 26 minutes past 9. I fiddled around with the alarm clock, so ignore that time at the moment. I'm going to use it for teaching you. And then we've got my iPad. So if I touch that, it will tell me again the time. Oh, and it's just changed over. It's now 9:27. So 27 minutes past 9. 27 minutes past 9 o'clock. So here's our little sign for today, telling the time. And we've got a picture of a clock face, and we've got a little face saying, what's the time? It's got a little thinking bubble here. Okay, so we are going to use the clock face on my alarm clock to start off with. Now, you'll have to bear with me. Oh, it's getting very jumpy. It's a cheeky alarm clock. Behave. So we are going to use this, and I'm going to set it for 9 o'clock. We're going to start with it being 9 o'clock. So this is the big hand, okay? And this is the small hand, or the short hand, okay? And when the big hand goes around the clock face, it is showing you the minutes ticking past. Now, there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So as it clicks around, oh, this is tricky in one hand. As it goes around, here we go. As it goes around, tick, 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 tick. Obviously, this is sped up. All of those minutes going past, so 60 minutes. The little hand, the small hand, is slowly moving towards the next number on the clock face, because an hour is passing, those 60 minutes is passing, so it will now go from being 9 o'clock to an hour later and being 10 o'clock. So when the big hand is on the 12, that means it is an o'clock time and on the hour time, and the little hand will show you what time, what o'clock that is. So here we've got number 10, so it is now 10 o'clock. Okay, that shows you the hour, and this long hand, the big hand, shows you the minutes. Okay, but we're just going to concentrate on o'clock for today. Okay, so it is now 10 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock, oh, what would we normally be doing at 10 o'clock? Well, let's think back actually. We started off with 9 o'clock. What do we usually do at 9 o'clock? What happens at 9 o'clock in the morning on a normal school day? What usually happens then? That is when our day at school begins, at 9 o'clock. See? Little hand on the 9, big hand on the 12. 9 o'clock. Okay, ignore the little silver hands. Okay, just concentrate on the big and the small hand, the black hands at the moment. Okay, now 9 o'clock we come into school and our school day starts. Now I'm going to show you another time. The clock is going to tick 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 around. Oop, Going around it goes. Tick, 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 tick. Time is passing. We're doing some learning. 9:30-ish. The minute hand, the big hand, has ticked halfway around the clock face, and it's 9:30. Okay, at the moment I really want you to concentrate on the O clock, but you can think about a 9:30 as well if you want to. So it's now 9:30, halfway through the hour, so 9:30. Around about that time we're usually coming off the carpet having finished our literacy session. Okay, then moves around again. Oop, coming around. And it comes up to 10 o'clock, past 10 o'clock, oh, round to 10:30. That is when we have break time. Then we come around a bit more. It's coming up to another o'clock time. So, what o'clock is it now? The big hand is on the 12, which means it is an o'clock time. And the little hand is on which number? Yeah, that's right. It's number 11. So it is 11 o'clock. So we'll be doing some maths, tidying up. Oh, it's now, what time is it now? The big hand is halfway around the clock face. So it is 11:30, and you can see the little hand, which shows the hour, is halfway between 11. It was 11 o'clock when the big hand was on the 11, but it's now halfway through that hour, so it's halfway between the 11 and the 12, because it's going to go another halfway through, half hour, until it gets to the next time, 12 o'clock. So we carry on, we do a little bit of phonics, and then it will be coming up to, what o'clock is this now? Now this one can get a little bit confusing because now the big hand and the little hand are on the same number 12, but the same rules apply, okay? So the big hand is on the 12, which means it is an o'clock time, and whereas the little hand's on the 12 as well. So it is 12 o'clock, which in the daytime can also be called midday, and that's what time we go to lunch. Yeah. Okay, right. Now we're going to tick around a bit more. 12:30. 1 o'clock. 1:30. 2 o'clock. 2:30. Now can you tell me this one? This time we will be sitting down for maybe rights respecting time, or story time, or show and tell. What time is it now, children? Little hand on number 3, big hand on 12, so it is 3 o'clock. Okay, and then coming round after 3 o'clock, we've got half an hour. That's 30 minutes. 30 is half of 60, and there are 60 minutes in an hour. So it is now 3:30, halfway through around the clock face, okay? The little hand is halfway between 3 and 4. We are halfway through the hour. And at 3:30, that is when it would be home time. Okay, now there are lots of other times because the clock keeps ticking around. We go from 3:30 to 4, then it's 4 to 4:30, 4:30 to 5, 5 to 5:30, 5:30 to 6, 6 to 6:30, and so it continues. So I want you to have a little think. First of all, where can you find things in your home that tell you the time? I want you to use some of the challenges I'm going to put below to see if you can tell the time, okay? And I want you to have a little think about what different times of the day mean to you. What time do you normally have lunch? What time do you get up in the morning? What time do you go to bed? What time do you have your evening meal? those sort of things. So see if you can answer some of those questions in the comments. And maybe you've got a clock at home that is a little bit easier to work with than my one, because this has been very tricksy. But also I'm going to put a link that will show you how to make your own paper plate clock as well, so you can practice with that. Okay then, good learning with your telling the time. Bye for now.